And I had the opportunity to return to Teope 1 year to the day when so much was lost. But on this difficult anniversary, it's clear the city kept its promise to rise from the rubble. I've been in touch with Teope's mayor since April 12th of 2022 and can gladly say, while the city doesn't look the same, the community spirit is just as strong as ever. The small city of Teope is no stranger to whipping winds.
You just can't believe it till you see with your own eyes how bad it was.
On April 12th of 2022, what was a bustling small town of 58 became a collection of halved homes and rubble. But as Mayor Mary Huntley can attest, the EF2 tornado's destruction was no match for the willpower and resilience of Teope's community.
We literally said, let's start at this end of town and start, this is where we send work crews to. But we had so many people roll into town that next morning, men with chainsaws and pickups. Where do we go? It was incredible.
More than a half dozen homes have been constructed since the EF2 tornado hit, with this area behind me being the last physical reminder of the storm damage. However, Huntley says there's still the psychological reminder anytime a storm rolls through.
I know I've talked to several homeowners who, a couple weeks ago, throughout these last few thunderstorms, the minute that thunder rolls in, it's like your heart just takes a little stop, and it's like, no, it's only thunder. But, and I know we've got some young people, there were kids who came through that tornado, and of course there's a lot of apprehension, and you can't forget in that year what that night felt like.
But that apprehension hasn't stopped the brave Minnesota community from rebounding with astonishing speed.
I think we've probably come further than I could have hoped for. I know that the first night, when everybody sat down in the tent, when we got everybody under one tent, we said, we're going to rebuild. This is going to look better. We never thought, though, 1 year later that we would be this far. So it's been an amazing recovery.
Huntley says most of the more than 50 homeowners have remained, many living in rentals while rebuilding from the ground up.
They kind of had to relocate. But the people who own their homes here, for the most part, have stayed. We credit them with taking the brunt of this, having the courage and the wherewithal to go ahead and rebuild here and put themselves, in rentals for a year while they could rebuild their homes right back here in Teope.
While April 12th will serve as a reminder of one of the city's worst days, it's also the anniversary of tiny Teope's tenacity.
All in all, I think we're real happy and we're hopeful, probably most of all grateful that here we all are. We've had a wonderful recovery. We've had so much help. Gratitude probably rules the day.
Huntley and the rest of the Teope community, I have to say, are amazing, and they are so grateful for all of the surrounding community's support. Now, despite the progress, the work isn't over. Plans are underway to rebuild the City Hall and Community Center. Huntley says the city is exploring grant funding and a donation campaign to hopefully complete the city center by next year. But tonight, it's all about celebrating the community's achievements with a dinner planned at 6 p.m. to commemorate the anniversary and how far they've come.